Hey, what's up you guys? So today's video is about the awkward situation I had with a friend of mine. He had a quadruplex or triplex, I believe. He had a hard time hiring a property manager. This might sound weird because there are like a bunch of them. If you can go to Zillow or any other website, find just gazillions of property management. Finding a decent one, that's not really easy task unless you know what you're doing. Now, I wanted to go to the nitty-gritty of property management and what you should know about those companies. First of all, I was shocked when I had a plan to buy the real estate here in America. Even before I moved, obviously I didn't know the prices. I was delusional back then. I remember calling here to the property management companies and they would just let me know that they're not taking in new clients, which was shocking to me. Like, why would company not take a client? Later on, I found out that there are like very big property management companies, which probably you would find them if you would just do a simple Google search. And there are like a tiny ones that you actually want to work with them, but really they are really hard to find. Now, what shocked me after a conversation with my friend was that he pretty much hired a company that was charging him over 1 to 3%. I personally, and the companies I know, most of them charge nothing below 10-15%. Like industry standard now is 20-25. I would say 20 sounds like a fair number, not even close to 1 to 3%. And now I was shocked, like, why would company charge to 1 to 3% from the property they're managing? And then I found out that they pretty much was screwing him. They were not trying to make money out of real property management. What they were trying to make money was the maintenance requests that his tenant used to have. A friend of mine, he was not actually really interested in the services that he could get from them. He was hiring them for the legal purposes, because in California pretty much everybody can sue everybody just because they don't like him. Now, obviously many people don't like their landlords here, and what is interesting is, in my personal opinion, if you are hiring someone to do a certain job, there should be a value that those people would add to your business. Either they would save your time, either they would have a skills that you don't have, or experience, or at least add to your income. Now, my property management company, what we do is we make 2-3 times of normal rent. How we do it, we rent to the insurance housing companies, we rent to the traveling nurse, we rent to the construction companies, we rent to the vacation homes websites. I do have also my huge clientele that rents from me personally. Say you are having a property that will make like somewhere around 3,000. I want to say like 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property in Orange County, somewhere around 3,000, maybe 2,900. I would make on that kind of property somewhere around 4,000 or 5,000, sometimes even more, sometimes less, depending on seasonality. And I charge about 20% for that service. But that's a win-win situation for everyone. Like, the landlord wins because they make more money, I do win because I get more money, and the people who are pretty much in a hard conditions. So say I had a refugee family the other day, no one would rent to those guys. They had to go, this my family with a small kids, and stay in a hotel or motels. Most of the time it's motels because it's cheaper, and they don't have a kitchen, they don't have a pretty much space, and we pretty much save those guys. Or construction people there are lots of construction people working in California that are not Californians, because it's just expensive to hire the construction people from California, and especially companies that bring other state employees, most of them Texas, and those guys work in the field all day. Imagine if they're going back to their hotel or motel beds. Not only it's just not uncomfortable, but it's also not, it's just not home. You don't feel like you're home, and you don't get to rest as you were supposed to. These guys are my clientele, and they pay more, but they pay less than they would be paying to the places they normally would stay, like motels, like extended stays. I try to outsource the major maintenance, but generally speaking, I don't upcharge my clients on that kind of stuff. And if you actually are doing a good maintenance, there are literally properties where I haven't had any maintenance issues for years now, because the original ones were done really good. And especially if you have financial interest in that, you would probably need to change the washer machines every 2 months, 3 months, and then upcharge your clients. That's not the way to do it. I mean, I don't think that this is a doable, ethical business that will progress for many years. That's just a situational thing that you would just make money really quick, and that's it. Regarding using a maintenance, pretty much you get what you pay for. If you expect people that would charge you 1 to 3% to perform or really do a good job, then I would say you're probably delusional. You need to pay good to receive the good service. That's just a rule of thumb here in the United States. Now, another thing I wanted to discuss with you guys is that I had a video about the BlackRock. If you haven't seen it, it's somewhere in the channel. Real estate is the only asset class that pretty much United States government becomes your partner. There is no 30 years loan in any business, especially with the rate that you're even now 7%. 30 years loan. Are you kidding me? No other industry has this kind of loans. Now, especially if you're an investor, you can write off taxes. You can hold an asset that will certainly appreciate in time and cash flow. Like, come on, tell me on any other investment type that would have all these features. Another thing is that real estate is really local. Now, even in California, I have properties in Riverside County and in Orange County. They completely different markets. Both appreciate over time, both cash flow, both you can depreciate the real estate on your taxes, but they're completely different markets. As opposed to Orange County, Riverside County properties, they actually went down, I believe, for the last 1, 2, 3 years. But Orange County still is not going down. This is very weird. This was a video about how to choose your property managers, what to pay attention. I want to say you need to pay attention to 5 main things. First of all, go to their office, talk to the personnel. That would be probably guys that would be speaking to you. If they're not answering their phone or text or not returning to you, they're pretty much not interested in having you as a client in the first place. Or if you go to the office and see that they have like too much on their plate, like one guy is managing 100 properties, obviously these guys are not going to do a really good job on your property. Third rule of thumb is, I would say, how nice they are in the terms. Like if they are charging like a 3% and you ask them, hey, could you guys start with a 2%, they agree on that, that most probably is a good sign, and I would definitely work with this type of companies. If they're like, hey, no, we have 3% and it is what it is, you can just walk away, those people are not really customer friendly. They're not going to be client friendly. Overall, I would not work with this type of companies. I would ask for the portfolio examples, how much they are making, what kind of properties they're managing. Most of the time, the property management company that has really good portfolio, they would not shy away from that. They would share the information with you. If they're not sharing that information with you, most of the time they don't even have it. So you have to be really careful. If you're new in the real estate, you probably don't know what you're doing. You would need companies that were in the business for a while, and hiring the good property management company is a key. If you guys like this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Looking forward to see you on the next ones. Thank you and have a good one.